What's up YouTube? Welcome to the video. I'm just having my post-workout snack, berries and protein. This is just a really nutritious way. You got lots of micronutrients, you have your carbs from the fruits, you got the protein and a little bit of fat from the protein powder. Today I'm going to do a commentary over my full body workout, so you can see some training footage here, and I wanted to talk about programming. So I started out here with a vertical pulling movement, and this is mostly skill-based training, and you'll see that I actually kept my overall volume quite low. I did anywhere between 1 and 3 sets, absolute max per exercise. And the reason for that is because I've been training every day. And this is something that a lot of people don't think about when they're doing their programming, is that they need to be able to take a step back and think about your levels of intensity and your frequency and your overall volume, and making sure that you're keeping all of these balanced, because all of the three variables play an extremely important role in how fast you're going to recover and how fast you're going to make progress. So I found that full body training is the best way to make progress as a natural athlete. And a lot of people will talk about dividing up your programming based on muscle groups, but the idea of full body training is you're basically training all of your muscles every time you go in to train. And you're able to achieve this training as little as 1 time per week, or in my case, 6 to 7 days a week. And like I mentioned, how you do that is by tweaking your intensity accordingly. So because I've been increasing my frequency of my training, my full body training sessions, I've therefore decreased the intensity accordingly. So when we're talking about programming, it's a fascinating topic, because a lot of people who first get into fitness, they'll look up workout programs. Whether they're in magazines, they'll show a workout that is specifically for, say, toning your abs or for building your arms. But really, this isn't a good approach, because that's just a small workout. And when you look at your training career over a longer period of time, over years, over decades, that's just a very small part of your entire training career. So other aspects to consider when you're thinking about your programming are pillars of human movement. So this is a really big one, and that's why in this full body workout I basically alternated different forms of pulling and pushing, because pulling and pushing is one of the 4 pillars of human movement. And the other 3 pillars of human movement are locomotion, level change, and rotation. So in these full body workouts, we're able to address all 4 pillars of human movement. So as humans, we're designed a certain way, and the most important joints in our body are the shoulder and the hip. And these pillars are basically built around this design that, as far as I'm concerned, all of us have 2 legs and 2 arms. And as Bruce Lee said, we're all human. We're all the same race under the sky, because we're all humans. And so this is just one thing that you can consider is when you're looking at your programming in a zoomed out perspective, think about, are you addressing all of these pillars of human movement? And the second aspect, another aspect that I wanted to bring up for conversation, is the ACE, which is the American Council on Exercise, and they list the different health components as cardiorespiratory endurance, muscular strength and endurance, and flexibility. So this is another way that you can think about, are you addressing all of these health components in your training over your entire training career? And I just want to take a step back. I don't want to discount different types of programming methods. For example, a common one, the bodybuilder split, where the athlete will train specific muscle groups, whether it's 1 muscle, 2 muscle groups, or 3 muscle groups per day, and then they'll cycle through the muscle groups accordingly. I don't think that's necessarily a poor way to program your training. That is effective for some people, but for most people, I would say that style of programming is actually much better for if you want to address a specific muscular imbalance. Then in that case, that would be that's the most logical way to address a muscular imbalance, is to specifically target that muscle and train that muscle accordingly. But in all other cases, I believe that full body training is going to give the best results. But I'm curious to hear what you've experienced and the people around you, how they've benefited the most.